Live, it says 27 seconds. Me and the dog right now. Hey, I see you. What's happening? So it is up. It's not up on my TV for some reason. Now it says two are waiting. I see one there. My Jeep brother. What do you want to see? I tried to pull it up on my big TV, so in case I couldn't read everybody's comments, I didn't know how this all works. I still don't really know how it all works. And for some reason, it only lets me do up and down. It don't let me do the wide angle. See, is it still up? Oh, was this? Hey, when I turned my phone, could you actually see wide view? When I turn my phone like this? Are you still there? It's telling me I have to turn my phone back. I don't know why. That one you made said 210. 210. I made said 210. Oh, I have all the friggin' dates on there. It turned me sideways. It just took the picture and turned it like that instead of doing the wide. Still not up on my TV. Why? On the post for the live stream, it said you'll be live on 210. Oh, today was the 10th. Yeah, that one does say 210. No. But today was the 10th. My bad. Oh well. I get what you're saying. The live that I really I'll have to take that down, I guess, now, won't I? Yeah, so I wonder how the hell I find this live now. Yeah, my live's not showing up. Oh, there I am. All right. Okay. What do you want to see, Bob? I'll take anything out. You said something about albinos. I take my albino girl out. Dixon. Not Dixon. This is what the hell did we name her? Oh, we haven't named her yet. That's why. She's albino pie. I got her for free. Somebody had enough of keeping snakes and might have to delete that other one because it's wanting to go live tomorrow. But I'm actually seeing myself live now, though. I think it's on there. Evie's here. Hi, Evie. Glad you could make it. Think you work during the week, during the day. Oh, flirting with disaster wants to see doom rolls. I'll take the doom rolls out. I will. Hey, we need a name for this girl though, but she needs a good name. She's really pretty. That's why it's been really hard to come up with a name for her. She is really pretty. Her eyes are beautiful. I know I messed up. I made put it that the live was going to be on 210. For some reason, I was thinking today was 210. I was sick again yesterday. I thought I had finally gotten over it, and I got up yesterday and I felt horrible. I had a fever again. And all right, let's take the doom rolls out. I'll be honest. She was just out this morning. That's Roxy. I'm hoping that maybe we can get some really good shots on her head. I'm hoping that her head will show up. They're thankful being free. Yeah, tell me about it. I actually got three of them. I got her and a normal, and crazy. You are going around taking months to get rid of snakes. Yeah, Maine is not a place. Everybody here in Maine hates snakes. I mean, hates them. And there's no shipping all winter for me. You know, I won't ship unless it's 40 degrees or above at night. The low temp has to be 40 degrees. I won't risk a snake. I don't care about it's not about money for me either. So it's not like I haven't turned people away, you know. And I don't know, it's why I've never bred, dogs or anything like that. I have a hard time getting rid of anything. I just, I know there are people out there that love these guys as much as I do. Upper respiratory infection. I want one so bad. Take months to get rid of. I want one so bad. Upper respiratory infection. Ooh, now I forgot what I was saying. I'm not trying to get rid of this girl. The snakes that I have now are pretty much all my pets. I'm not getting rid of. That's another reason why haven't got a lot of sales. I only had, what, 10 snakes that I was actually had up for sale. I've got a couple more that are up for sale. A couple, Lieutenant Dan here. He's up for sale. He's actually on the off market. He's getting ready to go into shed. See his pink belly on here. But yeah, he's going in the shed. But Lieutenant Dan here, I mean, he's up on Morph Market. And I've got my snakes way below what, more normal people have than what other people have theirs that. But I mean, these are 66% for pied, and I think I got 250 on him. I mean, which that's crazy. I mean, when I first got into it 5 years ago, clown het for pieds, I paid $1,000 for my clown het pied female. I mean, and yes, he's only 66%. Watching with my 5-month-year-old female bearded dragon, Rufus. Now, what was you saying about upper respiratory infection? I didn't understand that, what you were getting at. But you see how good he is, even though I mean, he's in shed. He's all super pink. And like you said, I'm not worried about any of these snakes bothering me, biting me, or anything like that. Come on, guy, you got to let go of me. He doesn't. He doesn't want to come on. He won't let go. I try to set him down in there. I just won't let go. That's why. I mean, these guys are so comfortable that even when they're in shed, they just as soon be out. His eyes aren't in blue. His eyes must have just came out, or he's gonna go into blue. All right. I I I do laugh out loud. Oh, you get what I'm saying about not wanting to get rid of anything. I hate to because you know, like I said, I know there are people out there that love animals as much as I do, but it's hard to convince myself that the person that I'm talking to that's asking about my snakes actually feel the same way that I do. And then I change my mind and I go, I just don't get a good feeling about this. And I'm not saying that I just think that, all people are just shitty, No, I'm not saying that, but nobody's going to convince me that I don't have a bond with my snakes that normal people have with theirs. You know, I mean, these guys have been nothing but, I mean, exceptional to me. I mean, they've given me no reason to think that there's that I shouldn't be just going in and picking them up. You know, I do watch these guys though. Like I said, I repeat myself all the time. I do watch their body language. I'm hoping that her pinks pick up. She got super awesome. These guys have a pink that it's like a pinstripe that goes all around all their different things. And see, I can put my hands over the top of her. She doesn't care. She this these I swear these Dumerals boas are like the most chill boas there are. Roxy, I know Roxy is. I love this girl. You know, she's a good sized girl. I don't weigh my boas. I weigh my ball pythons, but these boas, they they don't really want to sit still. But as you can see, like I said, once this girl settles in, she don't move around much. This girl you could hang out with all day long, and she would be fine with it. And she don't mind about moving around. It doesn't trip her out at all. Like some snakes. Some snakes that weirds them out. But that's a good way also to get them so they're not staring at you. You redirect them. I've been getting my bow out more since watching your videos. That's awesome. I love hearing that because that's what it's all about. That's why I shoot these videos. I don't care about selling snakes or anything like that. I just want people to realize that these guys aren't the way we see them on TV and the way the media wants to portray them. I mean, as long as you treat these guys right, show them love and respect, they're like any other animal. You always get back twice as much as you ever put in the animal. It's hard to see their true color on camera. It really is, dude. It is. What's up, brother? Hey, Patrick, a little bit of everything Sanders. He's got videos out too. Lots of you guys have videos out. So, spread the love and, sub up some of these people that you see here. That's what it's all about. Just be respectful. We can all have our own opinion without coming across as, our way is just the only way to do things. If people want help, obviously help them. But when people are just wanting to show off the animals and stuff, there's no reason we need to come after at people and pick them all apart. I understand. I understand, because I have lots of the cringe factors when I look at some of the people's setups and people showing their snakes with stuck shed. You won't see any of mine with stuck shed, and it's not because I don't pull them out. I could go through every one of my tubs right now, and there's no stuck shed. You know, it's hard to see. Yes. How many people? Oh, we actually got 6 people in here. No shit. Honestly, people, I wouldn't have figured I would have had anybody, but 3 or 4, if that. Oh, we lost one. We lost somebody. All right. Who we want to see next? Get this girl out. This is Roxy, my Dumo's boa. She don't want to go back. I'll turn the camera here. I think this is a little slow, but you don't want. All right. No, I'm a sucker for this right here. They don't want to go back. I really look. I got her all twisted up. I'm sorry, girl. I know. There you go. I had you all twisted up. She doesn't. When they don't want to go back, I hate putting them back. So, anybody say what else they want to see? Anybody want to see? What do you want to see? White snake? All white snake? Storm? She's a beautiful girl. She's completely white. Can't really tell that again. Yeah. Well, let's move this camera. She's gonna wash out though, because these white snakes still. See this? She's really good about not squeezing me, and I don't. Obviously, I don't think that she, you know, knows not to squeeze me hard, but she doesn't. I love my snakes too. I really appreciate that flirting with disaster. You know, I am. I'm very proud of my snakes, and I tell everybody anytime anybody compliments me on my snakes, I tell everybody my snakes make me look good. You know, they do because I haven't done anything special, people. I really haven't. I've done nothing that I haven't done with any other animal that I've ever brought up. My Savannah monitor is the same way. She's a sweetheart. You know, she's actually getting pretty big now too. But that Storm, she is a butter Mojave. I've got so many it is hard. Butter Mojave possible banana is what that girl is. And now she didn't want to let go. They don't. I mean, it's hard putting them back because most of them, and it's not because let's not even get into that, but it's because they're so comfortable. They're comfortable whether they're in their home or whether they're out. And there's no better feeling than that. I'm gonna move that back. It's too close. I bet Roxy's looking like she might go back for me now. We go back for Dad now. Moving this camera. I don't know. Maybe next time if I have it stop the video with it sideways, maybe I can do the wide angle view. And I could toss them in there like you see other people doing it, but I prefer to kind of just let them do. Patrick saying hello to everybody in the chat. You see how nice and slow they go back? I love this. I can't take Raven out or Foxy because I just fed them Monday night and I like to give them another day. Normally, with my snakes, it's almost like clockwork. I take Aurora out, but all right, Evie, if you're still in here comes Phoenix. Oh, here we go. There we go. Evie's in here still. Your girl. No, sorry, Evie, this isn't yours. That's Heather's. We'll take yours out because I said I was going to take it home. Sorry, I mixed up. That's Phoenix. Here's Romeo for Evie. Evie just got this guy, and she knew that I couldn't ship, but she was excited. She wanted to make sure she got a snake from me. There he is. We trade in, take him right out. I mean, they're all like this, people. It's not babies, it's not adults. Every one of my snakes are like this. And there he is. Booyah! This is Romeo. Evie named him Romeo, and I think that's an awesome name. And he is such a good boy. He just shed. And he is a fire. He is a cross between a firefly and a pinstripe. Oh, white snakes, woohoo, yes. I know, who doesn't like white snakes? I just waiting for Storm to get big enough so I can breed her. I don't like to breed them under, I like them be 1,800 to 2,000 grams before I start breeding. I'm not, it's hard enough on the snakes to be breeding them, period. It's not the easiest thing for them. So the worst thing you can do is breed them when they're underweight. There are people that get away with it and they do it all the time, but I'm just not one of them. I won't breed 1,500 grams. I really want them 1,800 to 2,000 grams before I even start, thinking about parent. And that's why all my females bounce straight back too. When they all were healthy, they ate 2 days after laying. You know, I do a little trick and I completely clean out their enclosure with Dawn dish detergent, and because you got to get the egg smell out of there. As soon as you get all the egg smell out of their enclosure, whether it's a tub or PVC or what, if you get all that egg smell out of it, they'll go back on food faster. I even bathe my females, and I'm not a bather normally. Maybe if I get some stuck shed or something like that, I might bathe my snakes, but I don't bathe my snakes just for the sake of bathing them. I keep all my enclosures clean. They're all clean. So, but this is Romeo, and he's not head shy at all. Romeo is such a good boy. You know, he's desensitized or whatever you want to call it. I call it. He's been respected, and he's never had a reason to be defensive or worrying about anybody hurting him or bothering him. He will come right out first thing in the morning when I'm checking tubs. Most of my snakes do. I open a tub up in the morning and they're normally right there and they come peeking right out. You know, and last thing at night, it's the worst thing because first thing in the morning, I'm just in here wanting to clean them, not so much, into wanting to hold them because I'm still just getting out of bed. I ain't even gotten dressed yet. Snakes are the first thing on my list, and I'm dead serious. But if Heather's in here, I don't think she is though. Super cool. If you're talking about this Heather's. This is the female. Whoop, I'm sliding around. This is the female that Heather wants to get. And she's exactly the same thing. She's a cross between a firefly and a pinstripe. And she's just like her brother, just like the rest of my snakes, not head shy, you know. I mean, you know, another snake that's been, and that's the thing that's so hard to get rid of them because is everybody gonna respect them as much as I have? And did I just set a snake up to not know that maybe it should be a little defensive at its new home? You know what I mean? It's a catch-22 for me on breeding snakes, and I've got the ones that I've got my holdbacks from when I did breed, but pretty much right now I'm pretty much done breeding. You know, I might if the economy bounces back, but maybe I've like Evie. I met Evie through here, and I could tell Evie's like me. She's going to have her snake out all the time. He's not just going to sit, and I don't care what enclosure. He's not just going to sit in his enclosure. She's going to have him out. She's going to enjoy him, you know, and that's what it's all about. I want to make sure that these snakes get in the right homes, and you just don't really know, until you actually talk to people for a while. And I'm not saying all people are crappy and this and that, but there are too many people out there that just want to go and feed it because they want to see the rat struggle and the snake go after it. And I feed nothing but frozen thawed here. I don't recommend feeding live. I mean, you can look it up. It's really dangerous. It's dangerous farm in the wild too. Plenty of snakes, die in the wild from eating going up against the wrong rat. You know, but this is Phoenix. All right, now, yes, I'm just getting these messages. They're just coming through from. There's Heather. Oh, there you go. This is your girl right here too. I just took her out a few minutes ago. I thought you might be in here already. And I was just saying how good she is. But she's not head shy. And Heather's another one. I've seen her in multiple people's YouTubes commenting, and I can tell, she's gonna have this girl out all the time. She's not just gonna sit inside of some enclosure. You know, these guys deserve better, and mine do. Mine don't just live in these. I have them out all the time. And I would say the proof's in the pudding. There ain't a snake in here that I can't take out and not have a pleasant experience with, and not have them come flying out being defensive or anything. You know, and I know there are other people out there too, but I also see that a lot of people just they don't handle it the same way I do. know, I don't want to be herky jerky, and I want them to never have any reason to, worry about nothing. And I agree. I think snakes have feelings. I'm not saying that they love us like a dog, but I totally agree. Anything that can be scared, and feel that it needs to be defensive, obviously has got feelings of some sort. So and my snakes definitely know me from the wife. I say it. I have snakes that I take out that will stretch that, and I hand them to my wife. We'll take Corona out because everybody knows she's bitten the wife, but she's been nothing but a good girl to me. This is Corona, and she is a orange dream Enchi. candy, het pie. So she's could be a powerhouse if I decided to breed her. But like you said, she is beautiful too. And she's got these really highlighted yellow spots. Oh, believe me, Reptihan. Believe me, they'll see their snakes out in all these videos, whether it's alive or because I know how it was. When I first when I bought a snake and all I wanted it was more and more pictures because I didn't bother the breeder. Just like they're they don't want me to feel like they're bothering me, and they don't. I'm not your normal. I'm not even really a breeder, but I'm not your normal snake seller. I totally understand how it is, and I don't have thousands of snakes, and I don't have thousands of people, wanting to buy my snakes, blowing up my phone. Hey, can you get me pictures for this? Can you get me pictures for that? So I'm more than happy to show, take pictures whenever somebody wants, or shoot a video. I really like videos because you can't see a snake's demeanor in a photo. But in a video you can see how the snake's moving, how it's interacting and all that, so that's way better than any picture to me. But this is Corona. Can you figure when I bought her? Figure out when I bought her? Yeah, this is Corona. And she's a sweetheart. Heather, she said that's exactly why she got one from getting a snake from me. And yeah, honestly, I wish when I first got into snakes, I wish there was somebody like me. I did get Spencer Martin that I got the white snake from out of Florida. He was like me. He was just starting out and was small enough that he didn't mind answering my questions, and I got a really good feeling, and that's why I ended up buying like 4 snakes from him. And then I ran into somebody else, Elizabeth Booth, you know, um, on Facebook, and she was the same way. She sent pictures, and she was willing to, help me out with any questions I had. And even after I bought the snake, she was still there to answer questions, and that's hard to find. You know, it is. It's really hard to find them small breeders that and for new snake owners, I mean, they need that. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody to set our mind at ease that not only are we getting the right snake, that we're not just throwing our money away, that the person on the other end is, a genuine person, and not gonna try to take advantage of you. And then after the sale, when you go, oh my God, now I got the snake home. Now I got questions, and they ghost you. That don't happen here. I work from home, you know, and I'm always willing to answer questions. During the summertime, yes, I'm out on the bike. If it's nice out, that's what I do. But I will still answer questions when we stop. But we ride pretty hard. We ride 500-600 miles in a day. Me and my buddy. So we stop, have a smoke break. I don't smoke cigarettes, so you can. I don't smoke cigarettes, but we stop, have a smoke break, and then back on the road again. And I leave sometimes 9 o'clock in the morning, and I don't get home till you know midnight. Sometimes I've gotten home when the old lady was just going out the door to go to work the next day. I love to ride. So we're in New Hampshire, 2 or 3 times a week. That's a small loop for us. And that's a 300 plus mile ride. And we do that easy in a day. Me and my buddy have actually left from Waterville, Maine at 10:15, and we was back in Waterville that night before 8 o'clock. You know, and it's just me and another guy because we're the only ones that like to ride like that. All right. Got my boy a year and a half ago from a local breeder. We still talk, and I'm still asking him questions. Now it's nice. That's awesome that you found somebody like that because they're not all like that. You can't all. We're not always lucky enough to have decent people, and it's not so much too. Like I said, I don't have 1,000 snakes. I don't have 1,000 people blowing my phone up because they want to buy a snake from. So I got the extra time, and there are a lot of big breeders that are just like me, but they just don't have that kind of time. Oh, come on! Everybody wants to see Aurora, right? My IMG. Like I said, I'd have. Yeah. Oh, my buddy just sent me a message. Says he wants to stop up. Oh, Aurora. Hold on. Here we go. Get you turned around. I had her flipped upside down too. Fuck, that's that. Fix your top now. This is Aurora for the boa people out there. For anybody that's thinking they might like to get a boa, I would do a pull the trigger. If you think that you want a boa, but you don't really necessarily think know whether you're ready for it or not, they're not much different than a ball python. They move a little different and they're a little more active maybe, but it, I would definitely, I wanted a boa. I'll be honest, I wanted a boa myself in the beginning, first, because I love the looks of that head, you know, and how nice and thick it gets, as they get bigger. I just love the looks of the boas, but I was like, I don't know if I want big teeth like that, because I know they have bigger teeth than ball python. So I was like, no, I think I'll start off with a ball python. And I love my ball pythons, but there's just something about these boas, guys. You know, somebody on here said they think they actually think a little more, and the more I have them, I'm not. We're not saying that ball pythons are stupid, but these guys do. They seem more inquisitive. They seem like they actually use a little more of their brain and study stuff more and this and that. They seem. It's what I take when mine are moving around. They're like studying stuff. They're like scanning and stuff like that. Ball pythons, they tend to me just seem to like move around and just kind of they might be scoping stuff out, but they don't seem to be actually scanning and using their head as much to me. They always look like they're in straight position. That's why I wouldn't get one laugh out loud. You're right. I felt same way. Some iridescents are showing up on the camera. You're right, Heather. Maybe if I could turn this a little bit. I don't want to mess the camera. The more I try to get iridescents to show up, the less they seem to show up. But yeah, they kind of do always look like they're in a strike position. But that's the thing. There are plenty of videos out there that will show you that. It's honestly it's a resting position too for a boa constrictor. It's they'll sit there and rest in that kind of coiled up position. But look at her. I mean, I can do whatever I want with her. Granted, I don't act like an idiot, but I can do whatever I want with her, and it never puts her and she's getting ready to shed too. That's why she's so dull, and that's probably another reason why she's not throwing iridescence as much. But I can hear her skin going when she's moving. But she never goes into like, oh, a defensive mode or anything like that. Mine has never showed any aggression. He is 5'5" 5'2" now. When it's feed time, I tap on the glass and he knows it's feeding time and acts totally different. Yeah, you're right. And see, I don't do that. And I've seen people, you're not the only person. I know somebody else that says that they go in and they stomp on the floor or do something to on food night for their snakes, and when they open up the tubs they're ready to eat. I don't ever do that, and I mean maybe that's why a lot of times my snakes don't just come flying out. They never do, and they don't just I don't stick a rat right in there and have them instantly bite it either. They like have to come up and either stick their nose on it or stick their tongue on it 2 or 3 times before they'll actually strike it. Because, and I take it's because they want to make sure it's food. They want to make sure that it's not me, you know, because that's the only reason they ever strike is for food. I've never had any of my boas ever try to bite me or strike at me. My Guyana hissed like you wouldn't believe. I mean, once you've heard a boa hiss, you'll never forget it, because I'll tell you what, that is the most scariest thing, because she wasn't that big, and the amount of sound and how horrible it sounded coming, it sounded like she was 8 feet long, not 3.5 feet long. I mean, it was incredible. Belly patterns. She's got a wicked awesome belly. Her and my leopard. And actually my Guyana kind of has that same pattern on her belly, which is cool. you know oh, there's some iridescence, but she's got beautiful orange eyes too. Hey, I appreciate you guys still being here. I told Reptihan, I think that's how you say it. But I told Reptihan because I messaged him because I got him on Instagram. So I messaged him to let him know that I had a live going on, and I also let my other buddy know from the UK. I think he's from the UK. Rednecks, rednecks. You still any rednecks? And Urban King, or Urban Camo, Urban Camo. You watch Urban Camo? I watched Camo Constrictors for a while. I don't really watch too many videos anymore. You know, most of everybody wants to talk about breeding and all that, and I, I'm not really interested in it anymore. I just I'm interested in my snakes, and you know, and it gets costly the more you have. You know, it's like I spend anywhere from $200 $300 every couple months for food, and I do it all again. I would. I just love animals. I'd love to have a zoo. I'm sure all of you out there would love to have a zoo too. I still need your number. I actually posted it on that. It's still on there. I commented to you and I left my number on there, which at first I was like, man, I shouldn't do that, but what the hell? My number's on Morph Market. My phone number's on Morph Market, so I guess it don't really much matter. And I'm pretty sure my phone number's on Facebook too. You know, but yeah. you got a piece of paper, write this down, and hopefully I don't get any crazy motherfuckers out there. But here you go. 207 877 1692. And I'll repeat it here in a minute in case you don't have something to write it down with. But if you're a crazy motherfucker, not you, Heather, but if any of you crazy motherfuckers out there get my number, don't call. Oh, this girl. You see, I don't mind her on my face. I mean, and you see, but plenty of times you see her doing what a lot of people would go, oh my God, she looks like she's in strike pose. Look at her. She's looking at you. She's in strike pose. But she's not. That's just her natural resting pose most of the, well, all the time now. She's never ever even hissed at me. This girl, this girl has been nothing but amazing. I mean, right from get go. You see how chill Motley is. And Casa de Fuego Boas. Casa de Fuego Reptiles is where I got all my boas except for Foxy. Foxy's the only one that I got on an offline. BSI Reptiles or some shit like that. Go on, bro. She fights me wicked going back. She'd just soon be out, but she'd like to be out on her terms, doing what she wants to do. But it's just got to get her head up underneath that lip. My wife fought with her for about 20 minutes this morning, trying to get her to go back because she actually peed this morning. So, and she's doing the same thing to me. She was my wife. She would not let go of let go of her hand. My wife was like, she's squeezing me like you wouldn't believe. And I go, and I know, and she ain't even big. Bigger they have. Oh, this girl's in blue. Hey, pretty girl. You want to come out anyway? Probably not. But we're gonna. You can take Feisty out because she is looking so dark. She is looking so dark. Look at how dark this girl is. Holy smokes. Her eyes are just starting to go into blue. You see him? This is Foxy. I mean, Feisty. She's the first snake to ever bite me. But she was a baby. I mean, a baby. And I got her from Brian Barchat, you know, which is really awesome. You know, I got two snakes from him. I actually got the male that I paired her with from Brian Barchat too. You know, the albino Enchi clown I got from Brian Barchat, and she is a clown, 100% het for albino, and he's 100% het for clown. We proved him out. But this is Lieutenant Dan. No, this is Apollo. Yeah, I'll put her back. I mean, you can tell she's fine, but her eyes are starting to go into blue, and this skin is kind of, you know, I'm sure it's not their favorite time, but you could see. I mean, I could have her out, but I think the reason that they're always good, even when they're out in blue and in shed, is because I never have them out for long. You know what I mean? And I don't go running around and doing a bunch of crap. But that's feisty. I'll take her. Super pink belly. That's a good way to tell, especially like the albinos, because it's hard to tell the albino stuff when they're in shed. You almost can't even tell. But that pink belly always gives it away. And this is Apollo. Oh, he's going in the shed too. He's got pink belly. This is what I produced from Feisty right there. And that albino Enchi hat for clown. We produced a clown Enchi, 100% het for albino, and I love his markings. Hopefully I get him to show up. I really appreciate everybody watching, even though I got these crappy ass how many do I have left? Not left, not love left. Oh, I love my phone number for you on the same video, but now I can't find that video. All right, I'm gonna give it to you again. 207-877-1692. No, no, nobody flirts with me. Well, haven't you looked at me? No, my snakes flirt with me. They rub on me all the time. You get those people that go, "Oh, my snake loves me because it rubs all over my face." It also rubbing its butthole on your face. Sometimes. Oh, I love this guy. Another animal that's super chill. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, can you see his pink belly there? See, he is going in the shed. That one's really pretty. Yes, this is Apollo. He's a holdback. Oh, he's a holdback. I only held him back and Vixen, my albino clown, female girl. This girl. She is an albino Enchi clown. A three visual snake. She gets washed out in these videos. That's why I don't really have her out much, but you can see she's just like the rest. Oh, she's actually going in the shed. She's going in the shed too. Yeah, they do. They get on a cycle that all of them will shed all will shed around the same time. No, that one person, so he said that his power went out. So I was asking how many animals do they have, and their name is flirting. Oh, flirting with disaster. Flirting with disaster. I got you. I got you. Oh, this guy is beautiful. Yeah, Apollo. Enchi Clown, 100% albino. All right, you guys like the banana stuff, right? I'll pull out a banana. This guy just shed. Now prove it. There it is. You just shed. Oh, we gotta change. We gotta change the angle. Change the angle. He is a banana GHI paradox. Let's see if I can't show you. There it is, right there. There's the paradox right there. Black mark. Yeah, there you go. But this is Max. He's a banana GHI paradox. He's got like purples and in his markings. Purples and yellows, and he's a good boy. He almost got held over for a whole weekend. Another reason I won't ship on Thursday. I only ship Tuesday through Wednesday when I ship because I don't want to take a chance. Mondays is a busy day and they don't recommend you ship on Mondays, so I don't ship on Mondays, but I won't ship after Wednesday. because I want to make sure that if anything happens, there's at least a couple days before the weekend to make sure that a snake never gets held over on the weekend. This guy almost got held over from Friday. Was supposed to get here Friday morning, not here, but at my FedEx hub, and I went there to pick him up, and they said he weren't going to be in until Monday. And I called the Elizabeth Booth that I bought him from, and she wigged out. She actually drove like 3 miles, 3 miles, 300 miles to go pick him up from the nearest shipping hub, and then sent him next day shipping again. And I got him Saturday morning, so he didn't end up sitting in some shipping place. I only have a bearded dragon and a boa. Did you have Roxy out? Yeah. Yes, I did have Roxy out. I did. I had her out in the very beginning. In the beginning, because I messed up. I put that the live was on 210 because I was thinking today was 210. And so, hey, we got 7 people in here. All right. I'd take Roxy out again if she was in the front, but I actually had her out for a little bit already. So, oh, I know. We'll do this. I don't have Electra out much. I named her after my motorcycle, my Electra Glide. This is Electra. She is an albino. She's a pied, 100% het albino. And I've had her for like 5 years this spring, in like 3 months. In about 3 months, I've had her 5 years. And she's another sweetheart. I don't see that. She got like outlets, plugins. I didn't get lucky enough for pumpkin heads, but I got outlets, plugins. My next snake will be Doom Rolls. Do it. Do it. The only bad part is that the prices have actually gone up on them now. You know, when I first got mine, I think I paid $600 for my Doom Rolls boa, and that was at the time. After I looked, it was a little high, but geez, now I'm seeing them there $600 to $1,000. You know, $600 to $1,000 now. This is one of them girls that when the wife's holding her, she reaches out to me. I had her out this morning. She went to the bathroom. You see them nice oranges she's got. You should have seen her when she was a baby. Oh my crazy motherfuckers don't call me. Yeah. Well, I know that's not just inviting them, right? By saying don't fucking call me. You know, not talking to you, Heather. I don't want anybody to think that I'm talking about her because I wasn't calling Heather crazy. Juniors are getting really popular. They weren't popular at all when I got my girl. When I got Roxy, there was very few people that had them, let alone breeding them. And then I got my girl, and it seemed like, I know a lot of times it's like when you buy a car and you never see one like it, and then you buy it and everybody's got one. No, it wasn't like that. There was very few people that had them, and there was even fewer people breeding them. But then Jason's Exotics. I like watching Jason's Exotics too. I don't shout him out enough in my videos either. Because honestly, even before I wanted boas, I watched his channel because he does lots of boa stuff. He's got tons of boa stuff. You know, and he does some Burmese and some retics too, but mostly most of his videos seems to be with boa constrictors, and he's got a lot of more boas. You know, He's another guy I like watching him. She's gonna go in for me. Now you can go home. We got more snakes to show. We got more snakes. No, and I probably post this live, I guess. I might upload this live because I don't think the music in the background is gonna bother this video. I don't think they're gonna flag it for copyrights. Evie little does he know I'm probably the craziest one. Hey, buddy, Dale, my Ball Brothers Pythons in the very beginning was that's Dale. Dale Arcadia Ball Pythons. Everybody say hello to my old business partner, Dale. It's awesome to see you, Dale. But yes, he's who got me even thinking about breeding ball pythons. And it is you, buddy. Okay, that's awesome. And yes, we still talk. We just kind of went different directions. You know what I mean? He's done awesome. He sold a ton of snakes. You know, and yeah, he's got check out his channel too, Arcadia Ball Python. And it'll probably get him to start shooting videos again. All right. Who else? Well, we'll do another albino. Uh, Everybody likes albino stuff. I do. I like albino. I got lots of albino stuff. We trade in. Take him out. Deal, buddy, you missed it. I just had Aurora out not too long ago. Few free minutes at work. Yeah, Dale feeds fish. At least I think that's what he's still doing. He works down on the coast, and they have a salmon. They raise salmon and stuff. So he's out sitting in the middle of a pond right now, a salmon pond, feeding fish. He pushes a button. I saw you was live at 10, but couldn't get on. Yes, sir. Fish farming still. That's awesome. Hey, everybody needs to eat. Oh, this is an albino pie, and this is Lucky. Yeah, Atlantic Ocean is a good sized pond. Yeah, I guess so. You got obviously they've made an area in the ocean I call it a pond, but yeah, he's in the ocean, but they like obviously net it off of something and keep the salmon in there, and he feeds them Atlantic salmon, right? Pretty sure I have to be not freshwater salmon, the ocean. Yes, everybody sub everybody up in here, and I can't remember. Well, that must be everybody. Dale, Heather, Evie, Reptihan, and Liquid Disaster. A little bit of everything. Patrick, a little bit of everything. I don't know if he's still in here. 1 million Atlantic salmon. Yeah, 1 million Atlantic salmon. That's what he's feeding. Yeah. Oh, who we got? I had Storm out. Yeah, we'll take this guy out. We'll take another white snake out. This is a Super Mojave, possible banana, and this is Lightning. All three of my white snakes are named after. Well, we got Lightning, Storm, and Thunder. My white snake with a. Which snake haven't you shown in a while? I don't know, but I really don't know because I try to make sure I take them all out. You know, I, I like I said, Foxy I can't take out, Raven I can't take out, Gypsy I can't take out because I just fed them. Um, Sunny, I can take Sunny out. You want to see Sunny? She's my lavender albino. I've had her out. My black. I got another banana. I'll show another banana, but this Super Mojave, he's got a purple head. He's all white, but he's got purple head, and he's got uh, cigarette smoke stain down his back. It's not. It's what, but it's what it looks like when you look at it. Almost looks like that off white when people smoke cigarettes and it turns stuff kind of off. Well, he's got what looks like a cigarette stain, but obviously it's not. Uh, all right, let go of me, bud. Oh, jeez, all right, bud. All right, we'll take her out. I said a banana. I haven't taken Freckles out in a while. Freckles is the other pickup, the free pickup that I got with a lavender albino. I mean, the albino pied. I got this is the other free pickup I got with her, and I got a normal too. But he's a wicked sweet snake too. Right from get go. You know, and we've only had him probably 6 months now. And I, that's why when people say that they have defensive or which snake haven't you? Okay, I'm just making sure I'm caught up on everybody's thing. Uh, that's why when people say they have defensive ball pythons or mean, I just can't imagine it because snakes that I just got 6 months ago that was maybe a couple 100 grams less than he is now. But you see, even him, I mean, I just can't. I can't picture mean ball python. I mean, a mean ball python. Period. I've seen. I've seen had my boas hiss at me, so I can see boas being you know defensive or whatever. But I just can't even imagine a ball python being like that. I know you do, Heather. You watch it. You do, because that's how I see that you was on a lot of other people's YouTube feeds and you were messaging them, and that's how I knew that you were like Evie and that you were gonna be somebody that, I'm glad that's gonna end up with one of my snakes because I know you're gonna have it out all the time and you're gonna love it. You know, it's not all just about feeding it and all that. You actually want to take care of it. There are very many ball pythons, but all they do is keep striking out at the people. Different. I know, and I can't even imagine that. Yeah, mine don't. Just aren't many meanies. Still to this day, I haven't seen one that didn't calm down with time. No, Dale's right. But the ones that don't, because you know as well as I do too, Dale, we do see that there are people out there that have had them for forever and they haven't chilled out. And but Dale and I realize they're doing something that's put that snake off. It's not that's just that snake's demeanor, because like Dale said, for the most part, they will all come down. They all calm down, and they calm down really quickly. The ones that are a little defensive, but I've still seen plenty out there that are really defensive, and they've had them for quite a while, and they shouldn't be still like that. You know, so it also depends on the person. You know, but that's them also people that aren't really in tune to their snake because for the most part, when people know that there's something wrong or their snake's acting, differently than they normally do, or they're not acting like other people's, normally then people go, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need to do some research and figure this thing out. Because for the most part, I would say that ball pythons are the least, the least apt to bite anybody and to be defensive. These are a great starter snake, and a lot of people say because they're feeding, because the way they eat, you know, is why, they don't recommend ball pythons, but I don't have any that don't eat good. Dale's got snakes that eat great. I'm not the only one. Dale's snakes eat great too. If he's breeding or whatever, yes, he might have some snakes that go off food, but that's just natural. But for the most part, Dale's like me. They eat when you offer them food, and if they refuse, it's only maybe a week, maybe two. It's not an actual food strike. No, I knew you'd agree with that, Dale. I mean, we've had snakes. Dale's like I am. He's another person that if you buy a snake from, he's going to be there even after the sale. It's not all about the money for him either. Yes, it's nice to be able to put back into our snakes, but it's more about getting the animals in the right homes for us. I'll keep every one of them before I'll let even one go to what I think could possibly be a bad home. I just can't do it. I'm not like that. But I don't have a snake that I can't. Raven is the only snake that I wouldn't just hand my granddaughter. And it's only because my granddaughter moves a little fast. She's what, 5, but she holds all these other snakes, and she's good with them. I mean, like I said, with Raven, I would feel really bad and irresponsible if something happened. So I don't let her hold Raven. But I don't have a problem with her holding any one of the other snakes if she wants, though. And it's not because I know if they bite her, it's not going to hurt her. It's because I know that pretty much none of my snakes are going to bite her. She'd have to do something really crazy to get them to do it. And she's been brought up. She knows how to be respectful with animals. You know, No, no, not all ball pythons. A ball python that goes maybe 6 months without eating is maybe possibly like my adult female that had been an only snake in the home that she came from, and then she moved in with me, and then all of a sudden now she lives with 15 males. That might have had something to contribute to it because she finally went into what, in her mind that, hey, there's males around now. I can do this breeding thing that, pretty much is what a snake's life is: eat, sleep, and breed, and produce babies. I mean, but no, I don't have any that go months without eating. I don't. A week or two. And how about you, Dale? You know, snakes that you're not breeding, that have never bred before. How many snakes do you have that just go months without eating? Yeah, because he's got a good collection. He's got more snakes than I do. So he's another good one to talk to. And I'll be the first to admit it. He houses his basically the same way I house mine. You know, and but my wife must be a ball python. Why? Your wife would never bite nobody either? I think ball pythons are super chill. I do. I think they are one of the most chill snakes. I mean, I can't. I still have a hard time when I see a ball python striking at somebody that it's not when it's not sitting on eggs. But even my ball pythons, when they laid eggs, I just reached in and I pulled them off. They went and jerked their head around and looked like they might gonna bite me, but all three of my females never once took a bite at me. 20 days is my longest at the moment. Only big fast when breeding. And still, it's usually limited, most often after already prego. Exactly. See, it's not just me. So when people hear that and they go, "Oh, this guy he don't know what he's talking about because all the other breeders, they know more than I do." They do, but they don't have my snakes. I know my snakes. I got nothing to gain by telling anybody misinformation or wrong information. You know, this is a clown, petrified. Yeah, he's the male father to the 66% pied clutch. This is Magnum from like Magnum PI. Yeah, Magnum PI. Holy shit. We've been running for an hour and 16 minutes, and there's still people in here. That is awesome. Eats, sleep, and breeds. Yeah. Oh, your wife. Hey, you're a lucky man. I got kind of one of those too. My wife's kind of like that too. A little light on the sleeping though. And I guess I got to put the work in there too. This is Magnum, and you see how good he is too. And he just shed. That's right. He just shed, and he's got wicked clown eyes, man. These clowns. You gotta love the clowns and the clown eyes. I'm not gonna be able to show it. Yeah, he's not. But yeah, he's just a clown for pied. But he didn't prove out. So hopefully, if I uh, if I decide to breed, I probably will send his shed in to be checked. But actual horse to make sure he's actually heifer pied. And I'll probably do the same exact thing for my female. That would be a complete bummer if I paid $1,000 for that clown het pied and she ends up being just clown. But chance I took because I didn't know the guy. You know, I just went by ratings and this and that. It's so much easier when you want to be just a pet person, smart woman. Yeah, no, was a small clutch though, right? I'm going to crash. You guys are going great. Keep the videos coming. Probably gonna do more lives before you leave. Flirting with disaster. Hey, would you be into more lives? Because these lives, honestly, are better than your normal shooting a video and just talking to yourself. At least I get to see people's comments and stuff. And anybody else that's in here right now, would you guys like to see more lives? Do you want shorter lives? Yeah. Yeah, you can turn it off anytime you want. Watch what you want. Turn it off if you want. I'm probably not going to bother posting these lives though, because these lives are going to be hour long. This is my pinstripe. This is Caesar. He's the. This is Dad to Phoenix and Romeo. This is Dad. And I think he's getting ready to go in the shed too. He doesn't have the pink belly yet, but I can tell because he's dowling up and he was sleeping. I mean, Christ, it's definitely during the day sleeping time for these guys. My ball pythons are up at night. You know, they sleep during the day and they're partying all night, going to crash. I love the lives. I like the lives too because then you actually get to interact with people. Although the damn, people, I think there's a lag in between you guys texting me and when I actually see them. You know what I mean? I don't, maybe not. Send me a text right now, Heather, so I know how long it took from you to get me telling you that to you texting me because it seems like there's a lag there. And I mean, obviously, there probably is going to be a lag, but flirting with disaster, go get some sleep, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. I gotta have a sip of coffee. You still here, Dale? Yep. Oh, that was quick. All right. That's probably because he's my side of the world. I think there's a little bit of a lag. There is if it took you that long to, yeah, there is a lag. I mean, Christ, there must have been what, a couple minutes there. See, Dale's what? I think we figured what, about 45 minutes away to an hour, I guess Dale lives from me down on the coast. And that's probably why it don't take no time for him to, yeah, I would say a couple minute lag. Yeah, see, he must have been he must have watched your text too, because yeah, there is a lag. Yeah, it's understandable. I'm not on dial up, I swear. But yes, this is Dad. This is Dad to your an hour and 30 minutes. No shit, I thought it was closer than that. I didn't realize it was an hour and 30 minutes, man. Yeah, well, yeah, I drive. I don't have no water in my front yard for you to bring a boat. Yeah, from your house, hour and 30. It how close is it from work? Is Evie still here? Evie might have left too. I think she works during the day by boat, hourish. Yeah. Oh, so that ain't bad. You got only a half an hour drive to work. That's cool. That's not too bad. Oh, by boat, it's an hour. This is for here right now. Yeah, I see that. You, Heather, and probably Repti Han, I think, is probably still here. It has been going on forever. Yeah. That's the pinstripe. Well, probably ought to go and sign off now. Been going for an hour and 25 minutes. Yeah, I know. Repti Han is lucky enough and works from home, so he tuned in and he's just got us playing in the background while he's working. Kind of like you, Dale. Dale doesn't work. Dale's not at home though. He's at work. But But yeah, probably go ahead and sign off now. I appreciate everybody coming, and maybe we'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and do a live again tomorrow. I'll try to figure out this freaking angle though. Maybe if, like I said, maybe if I start it with it tipped sideways, it will go that way. You take care too, Dale. And cool, awesome, Heather. We'll see you tomorrow. If I if you text me your number, I'll let you know when we go live, just so you'll have a heads up. I do the same thing for Evie, and I do same thing to Reptihan and Rednecks there from Instagram. I try to let people know besides just YouTube letting them know. Maybe I'll get more people actually. Well, I'm already happy. I figured I'd have two people this morning, so today's live to me was a success. No other people that tuned in to watch it was a success to them. I guess we'll find out if they pop in again on our next live. But I really appreciate everybody being here, and we'll see you again tomorrow. All right, everybody. Cheers.